Good morning. I would like to welcome each of you to Pete 7152 Special Problems in Physical Education. This is our first attempt at teaching this class in the summer. So from a preparation standpoint, this is my first prep for outlining all of your work over a summer schedule. For this particular class, we will be meeting for the month of June. And so the work that you'll be completing will be done over a 4-week period. So I'll introduce the syllabus to you and also introduce to you eCourseware to give you a frame of mind in regards to what your expectations are going to be. The syllabus is only 1 page long, very simple and to the point. You have all of my information. Best way to contact me is to email me and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Course description is an independent study on selected physical education problems or issues, providing advanced knowledge and or experiences. Now for this class, you will be essentially doing 4 small projects. Some of these projects will be research-based, where, for example, you may have to examine some research articles and provide a response in a specific format. Or it could be a independent study where you are attempting to discover an answer, look at solutions, and develop ideas. With most of the students in this class going into the teaching field, we try to set it up where you're dealing with problems that physical education teachers deal with on a daily basis. And so I'll get into that a little bit more soon. The grading policy, this is a pass-fail class. In order to receive an S, you have to earn between 75 to 100 points. You are doing 4 projects. Each project is worth 25 points. So in essence, you would need to score around a B average, which would be essentially about 20 points for each project. You will do the projects week by week. So as you can see here, as I move down, we have 4 weeks of the class. In week 1, you're going to be looking at issues in physical education. In week 2, you'll develop a plan and generate ideas for how you would implement technology in elementary physical education. Technology is becoming a staple in all classrooms. As physical education teachers, we got to be looking for ways to incorporate technology throughout our yearly instruction. In week 3, you are going to be developing a high school physical education program from scratch. In other words, you get to create a dream scenario. With high school physical education, there are, based on our history, many poor physical education teachers, but there are also some really good programs. I want to give you the freedom to decide how you would set up a high school program to maximize the potential for the students that will be participating. And then in week 4, you're going to turn in an annotated bibliography, and this is an opportunity for you to do research on a couple of topics related to physical education. In other words, you're going to be discovering what's been done, what's taking place, and what we can do to improve in that particular area. So as I said before, each week will be introduced. Each week you will be introduced to a new project, and I'll share more about that with you in just a minute. So now let's go to eCourseware and take a look. So when you go to eCourseware, you'll notice on the left it'll have an indication of how many files are included in each folder. In the syllabus folder, you will find the syllabus that I just shared with you. Notice right now I'm on the table of contents, which includes everything. So I want to scroll down to week 1 to kind of show you what your expectation is for week 1. If you click on the week 1 folder, it'll specifically go to the information that you need to be aware of for this particular week. Notice what it says on the checklist. This week you will complete a research article critique to the review of research related to issues in physical education. Your task is to read 2 of the 4 articles below, and as you can see, I've already uploaded 4 articles for you to review, but you only have to choose 2 based on which titles interest you. And then you'll complete an article critique for each one. Now, an article critique is typically between 3 to 5 pages. You will find the description of the article critique and how you will be graded here. So all the information you need on how to write your critique is going to be available here. You will submit each article critique through Dropbox. And so when you're done with your first article review and you complete your critique, you'll post it here, and then you'll post your second one here. So for week 1, you are looking at 4 different issues in physical education. For example, assessment challenges, concerns of a novice teacher. So if you're beginning in the teaching field, what are some different concerns that are present? Including overweight students in skill fitness instruction. We're always looking for ways to get all students engaged in moving. And then poor teaching by the coach. I found this article interesting because it takes a look at successful coaches and unsuccessful coaches, and they look at the teaching styles of both groups. So I found that interesting, considering that many physical education teachers end up going into the coaching field, and typically your coaching should be a reflection of your teaching in the classroom. So that is week 1. You'll notice that week 2 and week 3 are empty. Typically each week, by Friday of that week, I will have the week 2 or the next week available, and I will have all the information there for you to review. A typical timeline for each week is midnight, Monday morning. So for example, June 4th at midnight, everything will become available. And then the following Sunday at 11:59 p.m., everything will be due. So you have exactly 7 days to complete the work for each folder. Now you will notice something interesting about week 4. So I want to go ahead and go over that with you. You can go ahead and start on your annotated bibliography. I've included an example of what a bibliography looks like. Here you'll find your instructions on how to complete that assignment. You'll notice that the first topic is instructional strategies. I'm always curious to see and to understand more about the different ways of teaching in physical education. And the second topic, I'm going to let you choose. I want you to choose something that interests you, something that you find enjoyable in regards to reviewing research that has been done. I did make one typo. This should say 25 points. So I apologize for that. Because again, each week is worth a total of 25 points. I do want to bring up one thing. Sometimes in your grading, you may not see 25 points available, but what it will do, for example, if your article critiques are worth 10 points each, and you make a 20 out of 20, then you would get 25 total points for that project. But let's say that you got 95% correct, then you would just multiply 95 times 0.25 to determine how many points you earned for that particular week. And so as you can see, week 4 is available. Now I do want to point out one thing. Week 4 ends a few days earlier. The actual final day of week 4, I believe, is July 1st. And so this is a Friday. The reason I'm doing that is because on that July 1st, I'm going to be leaving town. And so I would like to go ahead and have everything graded by that Sunday before I leave town so that I can get everything submitted for this class. So you'll have a little bit less time in week 4, but if you get started early on the assignment, then it shouldn't be an issue turning everything in by June 29th. The final thing I want to share with you is finding articles. There may be a time over the next month where I need you to search for articles. And what I've included in this section is a video showing you how to find articles using the University of Memphis website. That's all for now. Hope everybody has a great week. I'd like to welcome you to the class, and I look forward to working with you over the next few weeks. Have a good day.